Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a match between Trap and Reynor here on 2000 Atmospheres. Top right, it is Trap. Bottom left, we've got Reynor. These two players have played each other so much over the last 12 months. I feel like they know each other super well. So let's go ahead and see what trickery they can use to get an upper hand here. Bum, 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 bum. The first trick is blocking Reynor's attempt at getting a 16 hatch. Can he do it? Yep, the drone's like, whatever. Hey, Bob, go for it, man. Go ahead and block that. I'll just take my base down here. Not worried about it here on 2000 Atmospheres. Ka-chink. I'm going to get a base here anyway within the next, 2 minutes or so. So do what you're going to do. Make your gateway. Make your adepts. You can't do any more damage here than you could here. It doesn't really matter. It slows down the Zerg player a tiny bit because their second hatch is a tiny bit late. But actually, Reynor went out with the timing to throw the hatch down here. So Reynor, never mind. On top of things, getting that 17 pool down and everything is fine and dandy here in Reynorville. Trap, on the other hand, also, everything's fine and dandy. The one gate is done. The expand is going to come up now. And honestly, so far, so good when it comes right down to it. Guess while we're here, we have a minute. I can go ahead and plug the Falcon Paladin Hour. It's a weekly podcast with myself and Somicron, an Australian fellow StarCraft 2 fan. We talk about StarCraft 2 tournaments. We talk about qualifiers. We make bets on the tournaments. And it's a lot of fun. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app. You'll find some episodes there. You can also watch us on twitch.tv/Somicron. If you want to watch us live, that's a good place to go as well. And I'm waiting for this next hatch. We're not quite there yet. You can also find it on Somicron's YouTube channel, which I'll put a link to that in the description at the same time. Yeah, we did our 200th episode, actually, a week ago or so now. So, very proud of that. 200 episodes weekly for how many? I mean, what was that, 4 years? It was like 4 years of time. Not bad. Not bad at all. And Stalker first, not Adept first. Adept second. I guess the Stalker chases the Overlord away, but this is high ground. And therefore, he has disappeared from your vision because you can't see on top of this, crazy, this like underwater pool thing, right? Because that seems like there's air in there, doesn't it? It's really hard to tell based on that perspective, but there's water all on the outside because there's fish. Or maybe it's space fish. Whatevs. Everything's fine here. There's that third base I was talking about. And it is a Stargate opening from Trap, which we haven't seen every game recently on the channel, so back to basics here. Is it a Void Ray or an Oracle? Oracle, hey! Oracle name I've been sitting on for a while is going to be Admiral Akbar. Admiral Akbar the Oracle, catchphrase being, it's a trap. That's right, it's a trap indeed, because this is Trap. So Admiral Akbar in the Oracle, going to see what damage he can do here today. Creep spread looking great. Everything so far has been extremely normal. Now we get to get interesting, though, right? Do we get a layer time? Ah, Roach. Whoa! Faked a Roach Warren. What the heck was that? Reynor's like, I'm getting a Roach Warren. Nope, just kidding. It's fun to watch Reynor play StarCraft 2, right? Because we have the face cams, because everyone's playing from home. And these adepts are trying to get some stuff done, but nah, there's a Void Ray coming out, too, from Trap. But he's bouncing and weaving. He's moving his head a lot, and a lot of the Koreans are just kind of stationary, right? They're a little bit back from their monitor. Their eyes can cover everything on their screen. I love this Ling timing out of Reynor so much. Ooh, gets the probe, and you gonna force the Oracle to turn on the beam? No, I guess the Void Ray's coming in some adepts, so the Lings decided to stay alive. Ah, they wanted to chase down these. Oh my gosh, that's a dead adept. And that's a dead adept as well. Dude, Reynor's game sense right now is killing it. It's really good. Killing that probe. Couldn't cancel the third. That's fine. But did kill 2 adepts that are trying to hold the Zelnaga Watchtower. Beautiful. Creep spread looking very good. Fourth base timing is going to be now-ish. Based on this creep spread pattern here, this is kind of more traditionally the place to go, but there's no tumor here. There's a tumor here. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, Ling's trying to poke around, but no. Stalker blocking stuff off, not too worried about it. Third base is having a shield battery come up. And how many Void Rays do we got? We got the one. We're also getting Resonating Glaives here at 5 minutes. So this isn't, you know, a 2-base, 7-gate Resonating Glaive Adaptalling, but this is definitely a larger number of Adepts than perhaps you would expect based on this opening. It's 6 Adepts and a Void Ray. Okay. More Adepts coming in here, so Roaches would be nice. Roach Horn is now done here at the front door of the Natural. And here come the Adepts. So this is not Trap trying to kill Reynor. This is not a killing blow attempt, right? Admiral Akbar, the Oracle, does end up getting a single kill, which is probably, I don't know, a creep tumor, maybe. Hasn't gotten any drone kills at all. So it's going to be Queens. Roaches are on their way, but that's a finished transfer if I've ever seen one. Go, fight, win. But the Queens are here taking the brunt of the damage. Transfuse keeping the Queens alive. They can't kill the Adepts very quickly, but they are good at tanking if there are enough of them here, and there are enough of them here. Look at them just wanting. Oh, canceled. Oh, didn't get the memo about the cancel. Unfortunately. Void Ray wanders in, kills another Overlord. I think it's killed. All 3 Overlord devs have been to that Void Ray. That would make a lot of sense based on what units exist here. Sentries covering for a Ling counterattack, and the Adepts go home. This is not good for Trap. This is not good for Trap. Right? He's killed 1 drone today. He really invested a lot into these Adepts. The good news we've talked about before, though, is that Adepts as part of your army, right? Adepts as part of the army that you're working on are much better than Adepts you just ran in and lost and maybe killed 10 drones, right? I think it's better to have these guys, you know, defending this base, working together with the sentries, maybe working together with some stalkers here. Ling's trying to see if the front door's open. It definitely isn't, and those Adepts are not friendly either. So, backing out. Are we queen walking? Are we queen walking up here? Sure seems like maybe, but there's an infestation pit coming on. Roach speed's on the way here too. 10 roaches in production. He's got, what, how many workers? 69 workers. And he's taken, okay, so the 4th base is down here at the 6 o'clock, which again, creep spread isn't protecting it super well. At all, actually. How many? Oh, they're in. The Adepts are in. The Roaches are coming, but they're a little bit late. 4, 5 drones go down. 6 drones go down. The Adepts are getting obliterated by these Roaches, though, and that was not going to escape either. So 6 drones die. Lings really want to get in this front door, but Trap is covering it like an absolute boss, and then covering the 3rd base here too. So both players have taken a little bit of damage, but overall are doing just fine, I think. 7 drones have died. Reynor's still already back up to 68, and he's making 7 more drones in the meantime. The 6 o'clock is happening quite nicely. It took some Adept hits, but otherwise, it's just fine. It's 10 HP off of max. Revelation getting tossed down by Admiral Akbar, who still has the 1 kill. He's on Revelation duty. Really do not expect to see him doing any kind of harassment, you know, at the 8-minute mark or later here. Just a reminder to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this cast so far. I'm here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content, so check it out. We've got a Disruptor on the way here from Trab. So it's going to be Stalker, Resonating Glaive Adept, Sentries, and Immortals. So Ravagers are going to be really good here. What Reynor has is 8 Ravagers and a bunch of Roaches. Not bad, not bad. Creep Tumors really trying to lay down here, and they do manage to get down. So creep spread this way is going to be nice for future engagements. It's going to make Trap, it's going to push him back. He doesn't want to engage on creep. See how he's backing out, backing out. The creep spread is annoying to him. He doesn't want to fight on it. The speed boost that Zerg players get is really big. And he's just, you know, trying to use his superior micro here to just pick off individual Ravagers and Roaches and Queens. Not really A-moving here, which is not something we see a lot in StarCraft 2 these days anyway. Nice force fields and a 2nd round of force fields, but Corrosive Vials take down 2 force fields just as easily as they take down 1. Big Roach counterattack at the 3rd base of Trap, though. Gotta warp in some units to try to defend against it, but I'm not sure that it's actually enough. 2 Stalkers come in. The cooldowns on the warp gates are not ready to go. Disruptor in the mix, Void Ray in the mix, splitting the Roaches as well as he can. 4 probes have died. several more are going to die here. 11 have gone down. 12, 13. Full evacuation. Oracle trying to kill these. Admiral Akbar now has 3 kills. Now has not many more kills. The Void Ray doing much better here with 10. And the roaches get cleaned up, but they do take down the shield batteries at this base and 15 probes. Still poking. Still just trying to poke in this area. I mean, Reynor, he hasn't taken much damage. This is a bigger problem, though. Adepts coming in with the resonating glaives. And these links could be useful. Queen down, drones down. Really focusing on this fight over here, though, is Reynor. He really doesn't want to lose this. Abducting. Oh, disruptors. Very beautiful abducts there. These adepts shaded out. Didn't need to. But I guess there's maybe some fresher drone meat down here in the natural base. 13 drones, 16 drones going down. Viper's kind of generally figuring out what's happening. This adept by herself has a total of some kills. Where is she? She has some kills. I couldn't select her because she was behind the stupid hive, but she's doing great. So that 20 drones down, 27 total, 17 probes. Both players have taken a ton of economic damage. Reynor had an advantage. Now it's back in Trap's favor, as we could expect based on what's happened in the last couple of minutes here. Trap's 4th base, pretty undefended. Actually, I mean, I guess Trap is covering this right side with the traditional army. Also, Void Ray going to burn down a hatchery. This 5th base of Reynor's on the left side here. 11 kills on that Void Ray. Oracle, once again, tossing down Revelations. Disruption! Purification Novas. Getting some hits here. Lurker aspect is out. We can tell because there's lurkers here now. Seismic Spines is almost done. About 10 seconds to go on that one. Void Ray's gonna... Oh, this one Hydra is like, no, you're not. Nope. I've got +2 attack. Yeah, no. Good smart move. Getting that Void Ray out of there. I know it's only one Hydra, but he was already previously injured. We're going to use him for later stuff. Use him for later stuff. So Trap's splash damage today is really just Disruptor. He's getting Storm, but Disruptor for the first 12 minutes is pretty intense. Blinking in, sniping a Queen down, and getting out is pretty good. Now he wants to open up this attack area. Give himself a better concave when he's moving in. More surface area to attack from. Feedback on the Viper, right? Vipers are a problem for you, Protoss. Feedback is the answer. Feedback outranges the abduct range. Oh, the hatch goes down? No. No. He saves it with 59 HP. That was really close, but it's super vulnerable now. Roach counterattack up to the 3rd base again. Doesn't go as well for Reynor as the first one did. He gets chased away. This Void Ray is just an MVP of the match. 16 kills on that Void Ray. Was like the 3rd or 4th unit created today. The Hydra's arrived. Get out of there, Void Ray. Very smart. No, Void Ray dies. Oh, our hero Void Ray. We just spotlighted him and he's dead. Ooh, look at this attack here, though. Making it so the roaches can't retreat as easily. They're going to run into this bit of a meat grinder, or we'll bring the meat grinder to you. Pow, pow, pow. Stab it, stab, stab. That's stalkers. They don't stab, they shoot, but it feels like a stab a little bit. Reynor's in trouble. I don't think Reynor's gotten some good value over his last couple attacks here. But, that said, he does have 184 supply. He still has 75 workers. He's making so many Hydras and Lurkers here. There's only 2 Disruptors and only 3 Immortals. Lurker harass, and Stalker's doing... Oh, nice blink out of there. This Stalker almost dead. Very almost dead. Are we transfusing? Yes. So some Queens are coming over to do some transfuse on this hatchery, bring it up from the 50 HP it was at. Income really favoring Reynor just a little bit over the last, 5 minutes or so. Doesn't bode well for him. He needs more of an advantage. Nice abduct on the Disruptor. Storm comes in. Reynor backs down. Backs out a little bit. 2,000 atmospheres. Good, interesting map for late games. Taking additional bases can be very difficult. Right? This is vulnerable, but it is a high-yield Vespian gas base, so that makes a lot of sense. Why it would be hard to take, and why it would be so vulnerable. Spire coming in, recognizes the fleet beacon that we've got back home for Trap. He's not building any carriers as these zealots get wiped out. I'm not sure what they were looking for over here anyway. Maybe they were heading for this base of Reynor's, the 6th base that he's working on down here at about the 5 o'clock position. Reynor heading up. This 3rd base really exposed. This might necessitate a recall, but also kind of winning this engagement down here is Reynor. No recalls happening. And goodbye the 3rd base. Dead instantly. A bunch of probes are going to go down. This group gets cleaned up by the roaming band of Blink Stalkers. Oh, killed his own Hydra there by accident. Bit of a misclick. That happens to the best of us. This Lurker's got 12 kills and just absolutely tearing these probes apart. Trap needs to get something done, so he does. He takes down the 5th base with prejudice. It was already injured. It was easy to take down, but it would have died anyway based on the amount of army that came here to deal with it. Trying to run away with the Lurker. Nope. No happening there, Governor. And it's a trap from both sides. A trap from Trap. Blinking on top of everything, storming them down. But guess what? Reinforcements from Reynor are flanking from the bottom as well. Absolutely insane game. 155 to 118 supply here for Reynor. He's got an advantage. He has killed a base of traps. Trap has not been able to replant it here because this Lurker of Doom is sitting here with 18 total kills, and any probes that come by immediately get murdered. Trap is trying to take another base down the right side here as best he can. A replacement 3rd base, if you will, but Reynor's already got his replacement 5th base at that 5 o'clock position we talked about earlier. He still has 74 workers. Trap's down to 50, which does not bode well for him. He is making the carriers, but I don't know if he can get up to that crucial number of 6 to 7 carriers where he really forced Reynor to build Corruptors here. Reynor seems like he kind of just wants to finish this off now based on the production tab, right? He's maxing out on Lurker, Hydra, Roach Ravager, Viper. And if he kills this or kills that 12 o'clock 3rd base, I feel like he's got a good chance to win this game. Motherships here. Got to kill that with Hydras. There are no Corruptors to speak of. Roaches. Run, 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 run. Get them probes. Good job. Good evacuation of probes there from Trap. Getting out of there. And the Immortals, goodbye. Alright, so Trap doing okay. Despite being down the supply that he is. Oh, the abducts on the Disruptors are so good today. How many? Oh, and on the Mothership. Is there not enough height? Oh, the Storm actually contributed to that Mothership's death. That's not great. 14 Disruptors have died today, and there are no on the field. This little Blinkstalker group has done some serious work today. That Hydra was attacking that hatch. Reynor has some problems with the misclicking today. Hatchery saved just by the mere presence of a bunch of Roaches and Hydras and Lurkers. They don't want to stand and fight against that. They really don't. And in fact, yeah, running, hard to do. You're getting chased by fast Roaches and Hydras and stuff. 199 to 140 supply. Trap, I don't know, man. Again, the carriers are really good against everything that Reynor has right now. But are there enough of them? The answer is there are 2 with 1 more on the way. I don't think so. Simultaneous attacks, right side, top side. Like I predicted here. Oh, the Disruptors just keep absolutely getting focus fired and killed here by Reynor today. That is not the AI telling you what to target fire right there. God, these Lurkers are just... the Stalkers are dying. This right side base is dead. I think this is GG. This Lurker's got 6 kills, but getting surrounded by Zealots means it is time for you to go. And there's just not enough here from Trap. He wanted to get into that Sky Toss, but he did not have the opportunity. Hydras are enough. God. When there are only 2 or 3 carriers, now there's 1 carrier, so they're definitely enough. And, oh, Changelings to block the retreat path here. Oh my gosh, Reynor pulling out the sick moves. Good game. Reynor is your winner. In 18 minutes and 30 seconds, what an absolutely fantastic display of Protoss versus Zerg there. Ow. Great PVZ. Reynor comes out on top. He took some damage economically, but it wasn't early enough to really slow him down. He did lose the 1 hatch that the Void Ray weakened to the point of dying, but only 1 hatch died. Right? Losing 2 Nexuses and losing 1 hatch, the math does not add up there at all, and this has just been a blue income advantage tab for as far back as it goes, which is 10 minutes. And that's just not going to work out for you as a Protoss, right? You really want to have some kind of income spikes there. 17 Disruptors died. 17! Every Disruptor that was produced died here today. That's absolutely impressive by Reynor. Again, the AI is not going to automatically target Disruptors if there are other attacking units nearby. So that is Reynor target firing and abducting the Disruptors and killing them, making it a priority. Which is genius, because the Roach Hydra Lurker stuff is going to handle Zealots and Stalkers no problem, and Immortals even. There just weren't a lot of Immortals either. 9 Immortals died. There was 1 at the end of the game, but there was never just that critical mass of Immortals where they kind of crushed through the Lurker group. And that's because there was a good number of Hydras, too. Not a lot of Storms. Really put his faith into the Disruptor for the splash damage there, and it didn't work out for him. The Mothership died. Both, those two carriers died real fast, too. And just all over the place action. Some beautiful harassment there from Trap. And once again, just two players at the top of their game here. But just incredible. Just really, really good PvZ. We've seen games where Trap has won, right? We've seen games where Reynor has won. Nobody seems to have a huge advantage on the other one, which makes these, this matchup so gosh darn interesting. Really, really enjoyed it. Amazing. So that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.